Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you.
So if I want to see that, so git config user git config hyphen list, which you can validate. So this is a one-time activity. You should do that in every repository and so on. Now git configurations I will discuss in one session separately, but right now this is the more than needed. So can I copy this code and enter? Now can I copy this one also? Done. And can I copy this one also? Done. Now if you see the last here, last entry, here you have. So now who are you? So my name is Rajesh Kumar, my email address. So this is the commit information you will be giving. It's a one time. So now after that, here start adding a file. So here git add file name, and here you have to commit it. So what to do? So git commit -m message why you are committing my first commit and so this is the command. I'm going to run it. Clear the screen. And I did the commit. Commit means whatever the changes you did in the file name, basically you versioned that. This file name, which is a code one. So now I have committed that, I have versioned that code. Let me use this line everywhere so you understand this is the command. Okay. Step number 6. Verify 7, sorry. 7. Verify a commit. Okay. So how do I verify? So there is a 2 command for it. So git log, and second command you can use it git show and the commit ID. Okay. So first look at this git log, clear the screen, and now whichever the number of list of commit you have done it, you will see that. So right now I have only one commit, so here you have it. So now some of the questions which we will get answer, and that is, so who has committed? So Rajesh Kumar has committed. What he has committed, that I'll show in the next command. Why he has committed? Because of his first commit. Okay. And when it was committed, Here it is. Okay. And the next command, this is the commit ID. Okay. This is the commit ID. Commit ID, which is it's a sharp hash value. So I'll talk about it sometime. So git show, this is the commit ID, and see the content. So this is the content. Where exactly? In the root location. So this is little hard to understand, but it's okay. And so on. So now you see that Git has a complete information about the code which you committed and versioned. Any questions so far, all of you?
No.
Wonderful. So now guys, here, when you look at this here, this stuff, so this is your commit ID, is equal to commit ID. Now, sometimes you also call it checksum. Okay. Okay. So, or you can call it some other many versioning or revision, something people call it. But you know what? This is in Git when you version, it's not like one, then two, then three, then four, then five. It's not like that. It used to happen in SVN or a CVS, but not in Git. So whatever you commit, it can be one file or 10,000 files in one commit. In one commit, you can have as many files or directories, whichever you want. So Git assign that unique ID for that commit, and that unique ID we call it commit ID. Okay. Now this is by algorithm called SHA-1. So SHA-1 is the one who manages this anatomy of all these objects and things like that. Okay. So how this works, how basically Git store these changes, how basically Git version these changes, that is something which you need to understand, but not for the user point of view. But if you are very, if you have curiosity, so you can type in Google Git internal, and then you will get a lots of architectural knowledge on this object and SHA-1 algorithm, checksum concept, and commit ID and stuff like that. So this you can Google it and you can refer it, uh, and try to learn more about it. But for the user perspective, using the Git, we don't need to know for that. So guys, this is something which we have. We call it a workflow. Any questions so far? Step number one, step number two, step number three, step number four, step number five, step number six, step number seven, and this you do on the repeat basis. Uh, Step number five, four, five, six, seven, you do on the repeat basis. Any questions? Hello, am I audible?
No
Yeah, you are.
questions.
Okay, so now I was having confusion here. Uh, this is the 6 and this is the 7. So one curiosity before that, before discussing about the 6 and 7, difference between, sorry, 5 and 6, what is the difference between add and commit? I want to show you the Git repository here. So see, this is the place we write a code, and this is the place we do the versioning. Now, this directory structure you don't need to understand too much, but I'll put it in this way. This file which you see is a configuration file for this repository. So if you remember that I gave the user ID, I mean username and email ID. Actually, this is going and residing here only, this file. If you open up this file, see here. So any configurations you want to do with for this repository, you can do in this file only. Now, where is my files will be located? I mean the code one dot Java which I committed where? So inside this directory. You'll not be able to trace it as it is in this form, in human readable format, but this will be in a format of object. This is created by SHA-1 algorithm. So only using the git command and all you can refer it. Now these are the things which I'll talk about later. Don't get lost right now. But this is the repository. So you commit, you code here and commit inside this using these commands. Okay, so now I want to understand the what is happening when you do the git add and when you do the git commit. Okay, so let's try to create one more image. So and then this is the line. What is that basically? So guys, this is the folder here, and this is the folder. Now what I'll do, I'll divide this whole directory into two part. So okay, this is the one. Now one each, this is this itself. So I'll copy again this one here, and the another one is this one. Okay. So far so good. Are you comfortable this diagram?
Yes.
Yeah. And now what happens? This is you. Let me create. So this is you, and okay. So you write a source code in this location. Agree with me? Correct? Correct. This is your source code. So the question was, what is the difference between add and commit? So you know what? I will divide dot git into two areas again. Okay. So two areas. Now we'll say Rajesh, you divided the this dot git into two areas, but where exactly that is? Because I see so many files and directory. So that is what I'm talking about. You don't have to understand this technically where exactly that is. Okay, though this file you just focus on it, this file. But I'll not confuse you too much. So this dot git area is divided into two part. One we call it stage or index, and another we call it repo. So earlier I was telling you that git is your repo. Yes, that's true, but that repo is also divided into two part: stage index and repo. So now the question was, what happens when you add? So you know what, very simple. When you add the code, this code is getting to the staging area. Okay, so this is this process called add. So here versioning is not happening. Okay, and when you say commit, the commit is not taking your file from the this is the workspace. Okay, you can call it this is workspace. Okay, so code is not been taken from workspace. Anything which you have in the staging, that has been taken to the repository for versioning. So when you commit, the files which you added earlier, which is in the staging area, that is been taken for the commit, and then repo, the versioning is created. This is a version 1. Next time again you do change the code, add commit, version 2. Again, next time again you change the code, add and commit, then version 3. And this each version you have a commit ID which I was showing you. Are you understanding, all of you, the flow?
Yeah.
All of you? Yeah. So look at this picture and do let me know if you understood or not. Understood, all of you?
Yes.
Wonderful. So guys, this is something which you have to keep in mind. Okay. So anything you do in the working directory, but you add it to the staging area, and from the staging area, commit happens to the repository. Now you'll say, Rajesh, why do we have this middle areas for index area or staging area? So actually what happens, let's assume that you are working in the thousands of files. Okay, you have a thousands of file, not one file, thousands of files you have. How do you know which file you want to commit? So if you commit at a workspace level, then unintentionally, let's say there's some code which you don't want to commit, so that will get committed also. So what do you do? Keep working on the any files whichever you want, and if you want to commit certain files, move to staging area using add commands, and then review that those files which you really want to commit, and then commit to the staging, from the staging to repository. So that way you know that what is going in my version, and at the same time you are validating that change, what is in the working directory, what is in staging, and what is in repository. Okay, so how do you do that? So there is one command which is called git status. I want to show you this command. So git status, always remember this. So this command will tell you which file you have in the working directory, which file you have in staging area, and repository log commands anyways you know. So right now, if you look at it carefully, I have these three files in my working directory. See here. But Git is saying, hey, you have only two files. Why? So the reason is very simple. Git knows that the file one which you have here, that is already versioned. So I don't have to do anything. And after that versioning, committing, there is no change has happened. So Git is not showing you that file. Okay, so now only two files which has never worked, never version. So now he's saying, hey, untracked file. Untracked file means Git has no idea about this file. Yes, true. I never committed this file, so it's a new file. So Git has no idea about this file. So what they're saying, hey, add it, and then it will be used for the committing. So can I add it? See that git add code2.java. I add it. Okay, and then see that. So now you see that this is in working directory, but this has gone to staging. You see that this is in staging area. That's the reason it says, hey, if you want to unstage it, you can follow this command first. So now this file is in working directory. This file is in staging. So when you commit, basically, this file will be committed, not this file. Are you understanding? All of you? Hello?
Yeah, Rajesh, we are getting it.
Yeah. So now let's say I modify the file one, which I committed. So I have some changes in the file one. So code1.java, and this I'm going to add some random code, save it. Now you see that what exactly your message you get. See. So now it says see. Understand that very simple thing. This is in working directory, so Git has no idea about it. But this is also in working directory. But Git has an idea about this file. Git is saying, hey, I have this file in my record, in my repository. But the version which you modify after the versioning, after the committing, these changes I have not versioned. So again, you have to do add. Again, you have to do add. The new changes which I modify the code, that also has to be added and then committed. Okay. And so here, this is in this file is in their repository, but the changes which I made is still there in the working directory. So what I need to do, git add code one, and now the new changes also has gone to the staging area. You see here, See here, these all are. So this is new file considered, and this is a modified, and this is a non-track. So now if I commit, this is my second commit, some changes. You see here, look at this 4-line insertion. So they track the lines also which you inserted and which you deleted. 2 files change, and now git status one more time. See, so that means the file you have 3, but now git is saying, hey, this file has gone, and you committed this file. That means this file was sent to staging and then deploying. So guys, are you comfortable with it, all of you? All of you.
Yeah, we are comfortable, but I think more can it be.
Yeah, you need to practice it. Okay, so now we have understood what is the workflow in the Git. So this is something which you have to do in the repeat. In order to version, it's very simple. In order to version the source code, these are the workflows, these are the commands which you can try. Now these commands, whatever you tried, it will work in any operating system. But nowadays many UI tools are also people are using, like Eclipse. They have an integration with the Git, or Visual Studio, or Code, Visual Studio, Visual Code. So many tools you can use it also for this work. But concept flow will be same, remain same, no matter which tool you are using for committing. Now some of the frequently asked questions which we have is like, okay, how to add all files? That is the question. How to commit selective files? Okay. How to add all files? How to commit selective files? Some more questions. How to commit directory? Okay. How to commit directory? What else I can think of it? Yeah. So these are the some of the very frequently scenarios which we do. So let me show you how to add all files. So here command is clear the screen. There is a file.
So, Rajesh,
Create some.
will it include the GitHub also?
No. GitHub is a separate session for that. We will have a separate
Because
session.
today we are not going to we are going to discuss the Git only, right?
Yeah. Git. Today we are
Okay.
focusing on Git, and after that we'll focusing on the branching and merging strategy, and after
Okay.
that we'll go to the GitHub. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Both are different. So I was doing something. See, everything. I'll put it in a very simple way. Look at this image. Everything you do in the local repository, everything. Okay, everything you do in the local repository, except when you want to sync the repository with others, and in your case GitHub, then you push, pull, and clone. Only 3 things. Apart from that, GitHub we don't use anything except push and pull and clone. So what exactly that is, we'll discuss in a separate session. So focus on everything, means everything you have to do with the command line which and with your local repository only. You will not do any changes on the GitHub directly. Okay, everything you will do it to the local repository first. So let's focus on how to add all files. So how to add all files? So here touch, I'm creating some fake file. Okay, code5.java. So these are some of the fake files I created. Now you see git status. Now you have these 3 files in the staging area. I mean working direct workspace. So git add hyphen all. Okay. A dot also you can give it actually. Dot. Anything which you are comfortable. Oh, okay. So like this. Enter. I added all files. So if you see that status, now all this thing is in staging. Now after that, you want to commit only selective files. See here, commit selective files. So git commit, and which file you want to commit. So you have to give the region only code 4. Okay, and then here you give the name of the files here. So you have a 3 files in the staging area right now, but you want to only commit 4. And if you don't specify the 4, then it will take everything from the staging. Let me see here. Understood all of you? Hello.
Yeah.
Now, how to commit a directory? So let me create one directory, src. Now, if I do the status, it will not detect that folder. Okay, so remember that empty folder is meaningless in Git. Okay, so what to do? So you have to create some file. It can be hidden files also or anything to commit the directory. So how do we do that? So typically the trick is touch src readme dot md or text, whatever you want to call it. You touch, you created one simple file, and now Git will detect that folder also. See, and now I want to add everything. Git add dot means src has to be added right in the staging, and then you see it's got added. And now finally git commit all and done. And now you see that here status. So guys, did you learn that how to start working, how to start versioning the source code using the Git, all of you?
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.